Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this reading vlog. This video is a reading vlog where I will be reading The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is a book I've had on my TBR for about a year, I think, on my physical TBR I mean. I'm reading this in March for the Tropical Readathon for the Dark Academia prompt. From what I understand, this is like the Dark Academia book, or one of the Dark Academia books. So I thought, why not vlog my experience of reading this book? But since this is one of the Dark Academia books, I think we should switch this video up a bit. Okay, hi. So the thing is, I thought that for this particular vlog, I would try and become Dark Academia. I have no clue how to do it, I'm gonna be honest. But I have the candles, I have the fireplace, I have the vest, I have the book. Is that enough? I asked on Twitter, how do I become Dark Academia aesthetic? Ashley said dark brown tan or black and grey vibes, tea or black coffee. Damn it, I forgot the coffee. Writing with a quill or typewriter and smudged ink everywhere, ancient scrolls, turtlenecks, vests, layers of clothes that ends with a long jacket, classic books only, and probably some plants in the background. I got the plant. Kirsty mentioned wearing tartan and plaid, and someone from the Tropical Readathon team, either Jen or Rob, wrote, surround yourself with books and conjure a demon. I'll make sure to put it on the list for the week. I thought it would be a lot of fun to try and embrace an aesthetic. I have no clue how to do this. But, as said, I have the book, I have the vest, I tried to put on some eyeliner just now, and we're just gonna see how this week goes. I do plan on annotating this book throughout this vlog, and I might actually use my fountain pens in order to write in the book. We're gonna have to see. Also for annotation, you thought I was gonna use these colorful and bright tabs? Nah, of course not. I made an effort and I bought these muted tabs to use for my annotating. See? I'm doing this properly. Okay, let's make a list of things I should do this week. Drink black coffee. Summon a demon. Water my plants. I don't know how to be Dark Academia. Perhaps this book will teach me how to be Dark Academia. I realize now I haven't told you what this book is about. This book is about a group of clever misfits at an elite New England college that fall under the influence of their charismatic classics professor, and they go beyond the boundaries of normal morality, and their lives are changed profoundly and forever. It's amazingly floppy though. Okay, we're gonna do two things that everyone should do when they want to achieve an aesthetic. We're gonna Google Dark Academia, and we're gonna search for Dark Academia on Pinterest. Dark Academia is an aesthetic and a subculture on social medias surrounding higher education, writing, poetry, art, and also classical Greek and Gothic architecture. Let's see the image results. Some books. Choose your fighter, Dark Academia edition. Hobbies. Write to your future lover, your past self, or no one in particular, and place the letter in an envelope sealed with wax. I do have wax. I think the stamp I have though is for Christmas, but I can stamp it with Merry Christmas, let's do that. Learn a dead language, even when others oppose. I'm not gonna learn Latin this week, sorry. Press flowers into journals. It's literally snowing outside. We have no flowers in Sweden at the moment. Sketch the faces of those you know. No, not gonna do that. Why is this so boring? Makeup tips. Okay, first step to a good makeup is good skin. That is true. Use your fingers to blend, sure. Wear liquid eyeliner, I will do that. And a neutral lip, I will do that. Let's see what Pinterest has to say about Dark Academia. Okay, I have the candles burning. I don't have any mirrors, but I have a plant. It's just books, journals, movies everyone should watch. Knives Out. I haven't seen Knives Out. I might watch Knives Out. Am I supposed to wear ribbons in my hair? I can't do that. I can try and do a half updo, possibly. Ooh, that will be difficult. That's it. So that's it for this introduction to this reading vlog, where I will be reading The Secret History by Donna Tartt while becoming Dark Academia. Wish me luck, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. But I'm also very excited about reading this book finally, about annotating it with tabs, and just trying to embrace this aesthetic. First day of being Dark Academia. Hey! I have put on my Dark Academia outfit, which is this white shirt with like pirate sleeves. I call it my pirate shirt. And then I have this black vest on top of it and just like black jeans. This is probably the only Dark Academia outfit I can have. I don't wear much grays and browns and tans. Like, this is barely Dark Academia itself. I might need to button this more, then it might look a bit more formal. I put on some eyeliner. It's the first time I've put on eyeliner in ages. My eyeliners are too old as well, so I need to buy a new one. So it's going great. There's a snowstorm in Stockholm right now. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna try and head into the office, but I'm gonna do it. All my effort in my hair and makeup is gonna get ruined, but oh well. I have already stained my fingers with ink. I'm gonna show you, like, look. Ink everywhere, because I refilled my fountain pen last night. So at least that is Dark Academia. So, I've read the first chapter of The Secret History. That's about 48 pages. Or I am not about. I've read 48 pages according to this. And I'm trying to tab it. I haven't fully decided on a tabbing system yet, but this is what I'm going for. So I have like, 5 tabs? We have one for Dark Academia vibes. So whenever they are describing someone's clothing. We have one for characters, so when some characters were introduced, I think that's probably the only time I will use that one though, so I might remove it. Too Smart for Me, which is like the forewords and references I don't get. Then we have Funny and Quotes. This book is it's not that the book is unintentionally funny, but I feel like the characters are unintentionally funny. There are some fun parts in it. First impressions, I like how it's written. I feel like it's fairly easy to keep up with. I am intrigued by the characters and the story and this group. Basically, we are following this one student who starts university and he wants to join this Greek class, but there are only 5 students and 1 professor, and that professor is very particular about the students he teaches and how he teaches them and so on. So I feel like it will be a bit cultish, sectish. You're gonna have to see. But yeah, so far so good. I don't understand a single thing when they are discussing Greek tragedies and the Greek language and stuff. I have no clue about that. But the rest of it, I am enjoying. It's fairly simple to keep up with. So we're gonna see how this one goes, but I've started it now. I'm reading it. I'm using my fountain pen to underline. It will take some time until this annotation system is set in stone, but I'm officially into the book now, I would say, which is pretty cool. I already get why this is like the Dark Academia, because when he's describing these students, when he sees them for the first time and describing them, he talks about the glasses they're wearing that are tiny old-fashioned with round steel rims. One character is wearing dark English suits, another one has a shapeless brown tweed jacket. We have papers, pens and bottles of ink, march tunes, linguistic genius. There's this one quote actually that I feel like quite well summarizes Dark Academia. So here he is talking about the students. The main character is called Richard, by the way. But here Richard is talking about his students, and he thinks that they shared a certain coolness, a cruel, mannered charm, which was not modern in the least, but had a strange cold breath of the ancient world. They were magnificent creatures, such eyes, such hands, such looks. I envied them and found them attractive. Moreover, this strange quality, far from being natural, gave every indication of having been intensely cultivated. And I get that. When you hear about characters like these, or similarly, when you just see like random people embracing the dark academia aesthetic, I guess, I personally also get this feeling of like wanting to be them. It's something about people being well-read and having this darker aesthetic, which is probably why I'm making this video. So we're gonna have to see, will this experiment ruin me? Will I embrace dark academia? Will I start reading Greek tragedies? Is this the book that is gonna make me pick up the Iliad? Stick around to find out, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a dark academia outfit. These are the only plaid pants I own. They are a bit too light to be dark academia, I feel like. And then this is the only brown shirt I own. So, I don't know. Also, it's snow outside, so I'm gonna wear something on top of this either way. I don't know what to do. Okay, today's update, I guess. This is the look. I'm wearing black trousers, this reddish, orangey sweater, and now I'm putting on my coat and am heading to work. Nothing that special, I guess, but I did do wings today. I found another eyeliner, like one of those in the pot. So I made wings. Perhaps the wings aren't really that dark academia. I think they got a bit too big for that. Let's see what I can get up to today. Hi, I'm still not that far into the book, but I think it's very interesting how quickly Richard tries to become one of the other students in this professor's class. At first he found them to be a bit odd, although he was impressed with them and not a bit jealous, I guess. It's very quickly that he starts to lie about himself, his background, all of that, who his parents are, and basically tries to fake this persona so that he can fit in with the other students. It's interesting. I'm curious to see how that will develop actually. If it will come to backfire, if they will figure it out, or perhaps everyone's faking it. I don't know. Hello! It's a lot of days later since I started this vlog, but I have another dark academia look going on. I'm not even certain if I wore this already, I might have. I have a customer meeting this morning that I will head to quite soon, and I'm dressing up for that, so I'm wearing my black trousers, slacks, a black shirt, and then this tan cable knitted top on top. Not sure if this is dark academia, but I do look smart, and it's the right color scheme, so yeah. So how's it going otherwise? I want to get this vlog done, but I do need to film a few more clips, and I still need to continue with the book. I think I'm only like, 100 pages in, something like that. So that will be my aim this weekend actually, because I'll be going away next week. Hi! I'm currently sprinting, it's Friday evening, and I only have 100 pages left of Secret History, which I'm very excited about because I want this book to be done, because I'm not enjoying it. I am bored, I find it dull and bland, and I'm done with dark academia. I am. It's not for me. This outfit is a tad bit dark academia, but that's because of the turtleneck, and that was truly just practical because it's been freaking cold in Sweden. So I've been wearing turtlenecks, which I never do, but I feel like this is sort of dark academia, maybe? I'm done with this book. Although there were some reveals in the last like 10 or 20 pages that were quite nice. But otherwise, it's so slow paced, nothing is happening, all the characters are bland and annoying, and I don't care about anyone. And it's sort of like, I had an epiphany. Okay, here's the thing. It's sort of like the characters think they are so cool and hip and like angsty and all of that with their drugs and alcohol and weird sleep patterns and Greek and all of that. But they are all just a bunch of insecure and weird nerds, and not in a good way. I don't care about these characters. Why should I? And why should I care about their relationships and stuff? It doesn't make any sense. And like, the main character is super freaking boring. He's just there to be a part of the plot. He doesn't even drive the plot. He doesn't do anything. People don't want to tell him anything because there's nothing he can do with it. He's just there. All the other characters drive the plot somehow. He doesn't. He made one choice throughout this book, and that was to join that Greek class. That was the one choice he made. Everything else throughout this book has been decided by others that he should do. Everyone was like, you should come with me for a drive. You should go there. You should do this. We're in trouble. You should do that. He doesn't make any choices at all. He's boring. He's boring. I can't. So I am very frustrated. I want to finish this book. I have 1.5 hours until midnight and 100 pages to go, so I'm gonna go. I did it. I finished the freaking book. I have thoughts. I want to share them, but I'm gonna do that in a final wrap up of this book and my thoughts. Hi. So it's time to wrap this video up, and we mainly have two things to review. The first being the book itself, and the second one, the concept of dark academia, and whether I feel like it's an aesthetic I could embrace or if it's not for me. Let's start with the book, because that's the one you've been hearing thoughts about already. In my Goodreads review of this, I called it boring, underwhelming, and overrated. I had higher expectations on it. It's 600 pages of nothing in many ways, although obviously things happen, but they don't trigger any emotion in me. I don't care about the events that are going on. I don't care about these characters, so why should I care about what they are doing and the trouble that they are in? I ended up giving this book a 2-star. I feel like the writing is good. I liked the writing, I liked the idea, I enjoyed the concept, I liked the introduction to the story, the characters, the plot itself, the logic, all of it just doesn't make sense to me, didn't intrigue me, and I didn't enjoy it. I just wanted to rush through this in the end. The descriptions are too long. We're following this main character, Richard, who is not interesting at all. And if we follow him for an entirety of 600 pages, we're gonna get bored, because Richard is boring. He has no personality. He never makes a single decision for himself. The one decision he makes throughout this book is that he wants to join this Greek class. That's the one decision he makes. That's the one decision he fights for. But then throughout the rest of the book, it's just all of his peers and his classmates and like people that live in the same apartment complex. It's those people making decisions for him. Richard never makes a single decision for himself. We don't really know anything about him ever throughout the book. And we never really get to know the other characters either. Other than what they are trying to show you, like with their looks and how they behave and stuff, we don't know anything about them. We never really get to know them on a deeper level. It's all very surface. All of their relationships and friendships are extremely surface. It never goes deep. Like, can understand if that's the purpose of the book, but it also makes it so that I can't really connect and I don't really care, which makes the book boring. Once again, not necessarily that the writing is bad, but the writing was boring. Regarding this book being like an OG, an original for Dark Academia, I 100% understand. That makes complete sense. This book was published back in '92. And one of the things I have been tracking is Dark Academia vibes. The one thing I found interesting with this book is how quickly Richard wants to become one of them or become like them. How quickly he starts to envy them and starts to strive towards looking like them, acting like them, being with them. And I once again think it goes back to him not having a personality. We don't know what he values. We don't know what he thinks, what he enjoys. He is just a blank canvas, which is what makes it so easy for him to join this class and take on their interests as his interests, and for others to just project themselves onto him. There was one moment in this book that made me like go a bit shocked for the scandal of it, which was fun, but that was one moment within those 600 pages. If you enjoy this, I think I get it. I really do, the way this tries to paint a certain picture, but unfortunately it just wasn't for me. Now, let's try and discuss dark academia a tad bit. Did I go all out with my dark academia aesthetics? No, I didn't. Also, this video took longer than anticipated to make, because it took longer to read the book than I anticipated, because I wasn't enjoying it, and then I went away traveling. Dark academia. I don't know. Perhaps it's just because I'm so bad at sticking to an aesthetic or even having an aesthetic. But like, are people that embrace this aesthetic happy? If all you have to do is write letters to dead people and watch old movies and, I don't know, wear tan all the time. I struggled with the wardrobe. Even though I feel like it could be my vibe, I don't own that much tartan, plaid, brown, tan, turtlenecks. I did wear turtlenecks last week, which I never do, but that was purely because it was cold AF in Stockholm. Outfit-wise, I struggled. I had like 3 outfits that I did show you. I didn't summon a demon, I didn't watch an old movie, or I didn't watch a movie with dark academia vibes. I didn't learn a dead language. I didn't read a classic throughout this experiment. I read The Secret History. I don't think this aesthetic will stick with me. I will still wear those outfits. I will still write with my fountain pen. I will still try and keep my plants alive and light candles every now and then. But no, I don't think I've become dark academia. But perhaps that just means that I need to try another aesthetic. Perhaps dark academia wasn't for me. So, potentially, for another video in the future, I could try another aesthetic. If you have an idea for an aesthetic I could try out for like a video, I guess, for a themed vlog or something, please let me know maybe? I don't think the video went the way I had anticipated and hoped it will, but hopefully you still enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please take care and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes